Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Trump's tariff. These tariffs are officially going to shake the e-commerce space and potentially kill dropshipping as we know it. And from a Wired article, e-commerce giants like SHEIN and TEMU are already feeling the ripple effect. They had to increase their prices by 50% and saw a 30% decrease in their sales. And importing from websites like Alibaba will no longer be viable because either you'll have to increase your prices or you'll have to cut down on your margins. Now, I know what you're gonna say, e-commerce is forever doomed, but actually that couldn't be further away from the truth. There's actually a silver lining. More and more customers are craving to shop locally. And Etsy actually reported that its sales have gone up. So this opens up the door for small businesses like yourself because people are craving authenticity. And you can tap into print-on-demand suppliers, which, by the way, provide you with a variety of different products, not just apparel. You can sell candles, blankets, the list goes on. And you can build a viable brand with limited financial risks. And the beauty of print on demand is that a lot of these suppliers have production partners directly in the US or in Europe, so you don't have to pay these tariffs. A great print-on-demand supplier that you can leverage is Printify because you have access to a wide catalog and they've been around for a really long time. They have really effective shipping time. Customers can receive their items within 2 to 7 days, depending on what the customization is. So if you ask me, this is actually the perfect time to start an online business. It's a win-win because you can tap into print-on-demand suppliers, have limited financial risk. You don't need to have an inventory. You don't need to have lots of technical skills, and you can have minimal design skills to start launching your brand through a platform like Etsy, where you're tapping into an already existing customer base. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the step-by-step required for you to start your brand in 2025. But before we dive in, a little parenthesis. A lot of you might think that print on demand is too saturated. T-shirts have been around for more than 100 years. It's not about the product being saturated. Saturation actually means that there's plenty of opportunities. What you have to understand is how to, what I like to call, serve the algorithms. Understanding where there's demand, what are people into, and differentiating yourself from your competitors. Now, this is something that happens over time, but you can sell, like this example right here, a t-shirt just like that, which was uploaded just a few months ago, and it's getting consistent sales and momentum. So the opportunities are there. It's just understanding how to put it in front of the right customers, products that they actually want to purchase in a way that is engaging for them, in a way that makes them feel excited about the prospect of buying a product from you. So without further ado, let's dive in. The first step is we're going to go on Printify, log in, and we're going to add a new store if you haven't already done that. And then we're going to go through their catalog, click on bestsellers. These are proven bestsellers that other Printify sellers are successfully selling. Now, I know it can be a little overwhelming when you are just starting out. And my recommendation, if you are a complete noob, is actually to sell a completely different product, because my recommendation is when everybody is zigging, you want to zag. And this is the reason why I recommend that we start with flasks. So this is from data that I've gathered from doing research on Etsy. There's not a lot of competition and plenty of opportunities. So this is the first product that we are going to upload in today's tutorial. And to show that this is a proven bestseller, even though this is not print on demand, if we analyze this listing, it was uploaded 2 months ago and it's already generated $1,000 in revenue. So we know that there are opportunities there. Now we're going to go back on Printify and we're going to start designing our flask. And that's the beauty of print on demand, is that we can create personalized product for our customer. The example that we saw earlier is for groomsmen, but actually we're going to do the research for bridesmaid and find design ideas that we can elaborate on to create our own flask brand. Now we want to go back on Etsy because we want to find design inspiration for the bridesmaid niche to sell these flasks. And we can see that this is a bestseller. It's in 17 carts and it's selling on average 71 times a month. So if we analyze this listing further, it's averaging about $819 per month, which is a great amount of healthy sales. We also can notice that they're using bird flower month. So this is all personalized. You can choose different kinds of products. So these are the different styles, as you can see. And then you can also select the different fonts that you want. So this is a product that would be personalized for each different bridesmaid. Now, the next thing that we're going to do to make sure that there is full potential here is that we're going to analyze this shop to see how much money it's generated with all their different print-on-demand products. This shop generated $2 million in revenue, has really high conversion rate, and it's in the wedding niche. So we know there's plenty of potential with this specific product. There's plenty of money to be made. The key to being successful on Etsy is finding as many different sources of inspiration as possible, because we want to find different design ideas so we can mix match them together, because we never want to copy our competition. So this is a great store to get inspired from. They've had 160,000 sales, so they clearly know what they're doing. And they have different products such as pins, and they also have these different flasks. So I'm going to be looking at all the different designs that they have. I'm also going to pay attention to their kind of mockups. I'm not going to just look at what kind of flasks design they have. I'm going to look at everything that they're selling cohesively. You can look at their reviews as well to get an understanding of what people are purchasing. And really the purpose here again is to look at what kind of designs are getting tractions for them and what are some ideas that I could potentially blend with the bridesmaids niche. Okay, so now comes the fun part. We finished our research and we have plenty of inspiration. Personally, I love Canva. I created a 900 by 900 template, and it allows me to create different kind of designs that I can go ahead and upload to Printify. So you can add different fonts and you can have a design that's really simple, right? Like, we're trying to get inspired from what we've seen and create our own versions. Now, if you don't have much knowledge when it comes to design or design savoir-faire, if you will, a tool that I really recommend you start using is playground.ai, and we can do a quick search for bridesmaid to see what comes up. So in here, you'll see different design templates that we can leverage. I really like this actually, Single Babes Cocktail Club. So this is something that we could literally just export. We're gonna download this and we're gonna actually upload this to our flasks. So this could be a design element that we leverage. And then we're gonna go ahead and also download these different designs with the transparent background. So now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go back to Printify and we're gonna upload these designs. So here we go. This is our design that we just uploaded from Playground. We made sure as well to remove the background. And then we can also add different color options here. Make sure that it's readable. In this case, I guess white is the best option. And then we can also add the other design to see how they look like. So let's see, we could add this design element, take out of this, like super array. Does this look good with pink? Yes. Purple. So essentially we get to play around and see what's going to look best. But in this case, the first design that I'm going to go ahead and upload is this one, because this is the coquette trend. I know that this has been trending for a while. Single Babes Cocktail Club. So we're going to save this product. So once we've created the design, the next step is for us to create mockups that are going to entice people to shop and purchase from us, right? Because people are going to buy what they find attractive. And so we need to have good mockups. The beauty of Printify is that it helps us create good mockups. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to download this image with a transparent background, because what I want to do, if we go back to Canva, is I want to actually change the color of my mockup. So just like the competitor we saw, so our product can pop more and it will be easier for people to kind of like see and get a sense of what we are selling. That's gonna get more of a reaction than this mockup that feels a little bit dry. So we're gonna go ahead and upload that. In this case, I'm gonna go ahead and download this file. And another thing worth mentioning is that actually, usually Printify has a really good mockup library. So if we go to place it, you can actually explore for mockups. They have different mockups for wall art, journals, apparel, etc. But to my knowledge, they don't have flasks. So we're gonna go ahead and upload our mockup from a device. And then we're gonna go back to our library, uploaded by me, and we're gonna go ahead and add this and save this to our selection. And now with Printify, it's easier than ever to upload these products to Etsy, especially if you enable this automatic optimization. What it does is that it reads what your design is about, and it's gonna create and generate titles and tags leveraging AI based on the design you uploaded. So this title was generated simply by looking at my design. Like AI saw my design and generated this title. It also generated this description. And most importantly, look at that. It also generated these tags. Now, I do recommend that you do your due diligence and double check, make sure that these tags are going to work for you. But this can be a very simple way for you to gain traction, automate a lot of these processes, and upload your listings much faster. So we're gonna go ahead as well. So you can also, by the way, enable personalization. And if this is a listing that you're gonna personalize for people, in this case, this is gonna be sold as is, this particular design, but we could create another version where customers can include the name of their friends and personalize it. So every time you get an order, you'll just simply have to upload your designs accordingly. And then with shipping, I always make sure that you make customers pay for shipping. I don't recommend you do free shipping. People on Etsy are more than willing to pay for shipping. And then you need to make sure that our retail price, that we are profitable, right? So then we're gonna go ahead and publish it. And once we've gone ahead and published it, well, essentially you can start selling on Etsy. So once you've published your listing on Etsy through Printify, every time you get an order, Printify is going to ship this order directly to your customer. So you never have to touch any of the product. Your job is simply being the communication between the customer, make sure that if they have any questions, you're addressing those questions and putting these products in front of your customers. So this is a very efficient way for you to test out whether or not there's demand for different types of design, different types of products, and most importantly, building a brand with low financial risk. So needless to say, this is a great way to get started if you're a noob, especially looking at different kind of products, so you can have an advantage over your competition who is, let's face it, more experienced than you are. So this can be a very great beginner-friendly way to get started by leveraging the vast catalog that Printify has and uploading products that first you need to make sure there's plenty of demand, but where there's not as much competition as some of these other products that are usually bestsellers. So needless to say, if you do all of that, guarantee you'll start getting traction and getting sales.
Yay! Congratulations on launching your print-on-demand business, but you have to do me a favor. Do not just upload 10 to 20 listings, and if you're not getting any sales, go back in the comment section and tell me that Etsy and Printify does not work. You have to treat it as a business, and you have to continue learning how to upload an irresistible listing. And I have plenty of YouTube tutorials that walk you through that process. Finally, last favor, make sure to use my affiliate link if you're going to sign up with Printify, as this helps the channel. And let me know if you ended up opening your store and what other YouTube video tutorials you'd like for me to do. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.